doing? Wait, let me turn this down a little bit. There you go. Hey, my name's Drew LaCapa. I'm an Apache, Hopi, and Tewa. And I'm a little bit of Scot-Irish, but that's like a story for another time. And the story I want to tell you about is one night me and my friends were hanging around, and my friend Elaine, she made me a bet that I couldn't be quiet for 5 minutes. I kind of laughed at her. She said, if you win, I'll be quiet for the rest of the night. But if you lose, you gotta go with me to this Indian aerobics class. It's the same bet she made with some guy named Flashman she used to work for in Alaska. Anyway, I thought she was just trying to psych me out. Because, you know, there's no such thing as Indian aerobics. Well, I lost the bet.
Drew, pure sugar.
Breakfast, you want what?
Come on, we're gonna be late.
Oh, God, there's no such thing as Indian aerobics. I keep
There
telling you that.
is. It's called res aerobics.
Oh, jeez, I don't think so, man.
Come on, just get on. Let's go. We're gonna be late.
What are you talking about? I don't figure if it's Indian aerobics, it'd probably start on Indian time anyway.
Come on, just get on. Let's go. We're gonna be late.
Man, I can't believe you talked me into this.
Where's your honor, Mr. 300 pounds of love? You bet me, you lost, now you pay. Get on, let's go.
Oh, jeez. All right,
And
ready?
don't spill that on me.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Ready?
Okay, time to get off the couches. We're gonna warm up the body. First thing we're gonna do is a power step. Ready? And 1, 2, 3.
Pedal.
Oh, my God.
Are you pedaling?
I'm pedaling.
No, you're not. I know when you're pedaling because my hair blows. Come on, Drew, pedal.
I'm trying.
I can feel it in my leg. You're not pedaling.
There we go. You got it. You got it.
Right here. 'Cause it's inside there. Almost there.
Ah, my legs are killing me. Okay.
How you guys feeling back there? Let's warm up the body. Woo-hoo. Okay, ready. Next thing we're gonna do is big arms, like they're giant fringes. They're giant fringes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready. Going forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Is that Jane?
Jane.
Good.
Jane Fonda.
Go back, second back.
Nah, she's as pretty as her, though.
1,
This guy, check him out.
4.
Does he look like a Rocky wannabe, eh?
Hey.
Man, check it out, man. Indian aerobics.
No, this is res aerobics.
Either way.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Powwow music, the whole 9 yards.
2, 3, 4. Hey, Lane and Drew, welcome. Jump on in.
I don't know if they're ready for this.
7, 8. Good. Okay, now relax your arms a little bit. Relax. Keep your feet moving. Swing to the side. 1, 2. Feet's picking up. 3, 4, 5, 6, good, 7, 8. Hot stuff, that's what we are. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, Beats, picking up. 8. Good. Okay, now relax your arms again. Rattle. Rattle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Round the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, that's the routine. Good warm-up. All right. Good job.
This is Robics. This is not Robics. This is Robics. This is not Robics.
You know, Elaine? Got a PhD. Postal digger.
Hey, just keep digging. This is Robics. This is not Robics.
So there was such a thing as Indian aerobics, aerobics. Man, but I'm no athlete. I'm a couch potato skin, and proud of it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Shoulder.
1,
You know,
2,
from the knees down,
4,
that looks pretty good.
6, 7, 8.
Forward.
1, 2, 3. Stop. 8.
Left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Left leg forward, head down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I feel like I'm stretching somebody else's tendon. Golly.
If you exercise regularly, you feel better. Get some of that poison out of your system and get your blood circulating.
I'm too busy for that.
Too lazy.
Got into my TV time.
Couch potatoes.
Bonehead.
You know, someone with diabetes, if you exercise at least 3 times a week, makes a difference of keeping your leg or losing it.
Yeah, but people see me sweat. It's appendix.
True.
I get tired. I don't have the right shoes on.
6, 7, 8. What is this? The top 10 reasons why skis don't exercise?
Oh, shut up and give me a hoof.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3,
Okay, I won't get mad at you this time.
All right.
5, 6, 7.
Feel that? Feel that?
And breathing out.
When I started stretching, everything started popping. My joints were popping, my ligaments were popping, even my eyeballs were popping, man. I stretched tendons I didn't even know I had. When I was done, I felt like those loose rubber bands, man. But for some strange reason, it felt real good.
The top 10 reasons skins don't exercise. Number 10, too lazy.
Number 9, games on TV.
Number 8, northern exposures on TV.
Number 7, it's a chick thing.
Number 6, it's a white man's thing.
Number 5, spare tire gets in the way.
Number 4, makes my makeup run.
Number 3, can't chew snuff and exercise at the same time.
Number 2, gotta go snagging. And the number 1 reason why skins don't exercise.
Because skins don't wear spandex.
Especially guys.
Hey!
Again. Again.
Was I gonna really do aerobics? Jumping up and down with my spare tire rolling around? Not without having some fun.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Big one.
5, 6.
Imagine, if they had this back in the old days, what my aunties would look like. Coming out of the cornfields, stomping the res aerobics.
7, 8.
I can only imagine.
Slipping. Ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we're going to do slipping with straight punches. Slipping with straight punches. Ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Again.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, good job. Okay. Next, a little weaving action. We're going to weave. Ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Woo. Okay, weaves and uppercuts. Weaves and uppercuts. Ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Ready to do it again? Okay, let's do it. Ready. And
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
side kick,
1, 2, 3, 4.
back kick,
1, 2, 3, 4.
back kick,
1, 2, 3, 4.
side kick,
1, 2, 3, 4.
roundhouse,
1, 2, 3, 4.
front kick,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
good job. Woo-hoo. Okay, singles, all the way around,
Come on.
singles twice, all the way around,
Are you ready?
ready, and try.
No one was paying me any attention. My muscles were working, my heart was beating. I was working hard, and so were they.
Again,
I was so hot I had to lift up my dress to air it out.
back,
Pretty soon I got really tired, man, and I just couldn't keep going.
back.
Yeah.
Right. That was easy.
Ready to do it again? Yeah.
All right. Ready. And one. Side. Side. Again. Round. Side. Back. Side. Come on, we're halfway there. Get up. Let's do some deep breaths.
I couldn't believe she kicked me.
Breathe in.
Oh well, laying on the floor, resting up a little bit helped me. And I wasn't about ready to give up now.
Breathe in.
Anyway, I had another trick up my dress.
Singles again. Singles again. All right. Twice. Singles all the way around. Ready. And. Again. Round. Side. Back.
Oh yeah, baby. That's the man my wife married.
Right. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo. All right. Good job. March it out. Let's take a couple deep breaths. Hit it hard again. Ready. And breathe in.
Fat cat of aerobics. Here we go. I can do this. No problem.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Okay. Next thing we do, left jab, right cross, and kick. Left jab, right cross, and kick. Four times, all the way around. Ready?
Yep.
Let's hear it.
I was catching my second wind now.
Ready?
I smelled like fermented grape and I looked like burnt marshmallows, but man, I look good.
Set. Set. Roundhouse.
2, 3,
Set.
4.
Good. Side kick.
But they still aren't paying me any attention. What am I gonna have to do to get some attention around here? Get naked?
Back, set, 1, 2, front. Back, set, 1, 2, front. Back, set,
Side kick. Roundhouse.
4.
Side kick. Woo! March it out.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Just like that. Get this res aerobic thing started here. Rocky's got nothing on me.
Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2,
I gotta admit it.
4,
Something came over me. Moving the old commode bod around felt really good. Kind of intoxicating. No, really. They say moving all your muscles around releases chemicals called endorphins that make you feel high. Well, really good anyway.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Apart.
I tried to get it, but I had some trouble. But you don't have to do it perfect. You don't even need balance. And timing isn't necessary either. It's about having fun and moving your body.
How about that?
But man, we look good.
6, 7, 8. All right. Good job.
What? No meat in a can? Don't worry.
Meat in a can's the worst thing to eat.
You know, that's how I got my fine physique. You know? What, no fry bread either?
Just say no to fry bread. Try a rice cake.
Oh, jeez, give me one more of those. Well, you know, fry bread's how I snag my wife because she likes it round, brown, and greasy, just like me.
Come on, let's go.
Wait. Did I ever tell you how the stars got up in the sky?
Just come on.
Okay, so I was exercising, but then they started in on me about diet. But I didn't get this figure by eating rice cakes and tofu.
Everybody's doing really, really good. But while we have a chance here to kind of slow down a little bit, I just want to say that, you know, exercise is just half the battle in preventing diabetes.
Just as important, it's how we eat and how we cook our foods, okay? Some real simple things to start with, like eating less fat and less sugar.
You know, you can do things like drink diet pop instead of regular pop, or better yet, drink water, it's free. And if you want a piece of candy, you know, try chewing gum. Or you can eat a piece of fruit.
Oh, fruit? You mean that stuff that gives you the runs and really cleans you out good like that?
That's only if you eat too much fruit. But we all know that a lot of Indians like to fry their fruit in lard, which is, you know, nothing but fat. It's better to have a baked potato than fried potatoes. And it's better to grill, cook, or broil your meats instead of frying it. That way the fat stays out of your stomach.
Hey, what are you talking about, fat around the stomach?
You know, another really good thing to do too is instead of going out to eat, it's better to cook and eat your foods at home. Especially, you know, going to those fast food places, it's really hard to get away from that food that's high in fat.
Finally, another way to fight diabetes is to eat just enough, which means learn to push your food away and stay away from those fast food joints, stay away from your buffets. But if you happen to go there, don't supersize your meals, okay? And to beat diabetes, the 21st century warrior has to exercise and eat smarter.
You mean like eat healthy, like you talk about like Lunchables?
How are you doing nothing? What's wrong?
I need to talk to you. Just go over. No, come on. Just keep me huge. You know, my grandma died last month
Really? I didn't know.
from complications of diabetes.
I'm sorry.
My mom and my aunt were diagnosed with diabetes a couple years ago. My mom, she started doing exercises by walking, eating right. My aunt didn't think it was important, so she didn't do it. My mom's healthy now and healthier than she's ever been before. But my aunt, she lost both her legs. This is serious stuff, Drew. You got to do some sort of exercise if you want to keep both your legs, or do you want to end up like that? Think about it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. Whoa. I didn't know that's why Elaine was so motivated to go to those exercise classes. I didn't even believe her. But it's true. Her auntie did lose her legs to diabetes. You know those few minutes when she spent time chewing me out? I think that's the longest I ever went without even cracking a joke. And besides, I had a secret.
And down.
1,
Down.
2,
Down.
3,
Down.
4,
Down.
5,
Down.
6,
Down.
7,
Down.
8.
Nice. Okay, everybody lay down. Elbows back. And everybody up.
June, I got a confession.
Down. One. Down.
Did you hear me? I got a confession.
What's that?
Down.
I went to the doctor. He told me I have diabetes. And I've been thinking about all the things he's been doing to me. And it scares me the whole time. Because, you know, I think about my kids, think about my family. My kids always tease me. They say if you lose your legs, you get us mad, we're gonna shove you down the hill in your wheelchair. But more than that, you know, I know I've been acting goofy, but it's scary, you know? I had to give up cake, spam, gravy, all the things I like. I'm scared, you know what I mean? And I know I make fun, and I know it's serious. It's just like that though. I don't know. I just think about it.
Well, for that confession, instead of Hail Marys, you can do 20 minutes of res aerobics 3 times a week. It'll work, Drew. Just give it a try. You'll be okay.
Okay.
We can do it.
All right. Good job.
So, that's my story. The stuff about me having diabetes, it's true. As a matter of fact, diabetes is spreading through Indian country like wildfire. Our relatives and friends, they're losing their limbs, they're going blind, they're even dying. And there's only one person who can fight diabetes for you, and that's you. You know, there's 2 ways of doing it. One is exercising, get up and move your body, shake it all up 3 times a week. And the second is diet, learn to eat healthier. So why don't you get up off that couch and come and move to that next Res Robics video. I figure if Elaine and I can do it, so can you. And for all you couch potato skins, until we meet again, hasta la fry bread.
Come on, you can do it. It's all yours. Yep, push it.
This is res aerobics.
Push it, push it. Come on, Reggie. Yeah, you can do it. Push it. There you go. Push it. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Push it, push it, push it. Yeah. Woo.
Come on, man. Come on. Get in there. Come on. Come on. Pull it up. Pull it up, man. Come on. You got it. It's all you, man. Come on. Come on. Quit being weak. Get it up there. Get it up there. Come on. We need one more. We need one more. Get it up there. Come on. That's all you. Get it. That's all you. Get it. Get it.
This is not res aerobics. The top 10 reasons skins don't eat healthy. Number 10, Greasy food tastes better.
Number 9, greasy food is fun.
Number 8, gotta eat what my auntie puts in front of me.
Number 7, no such thing as fat-free fry bread.
Number 6, show me a health food store on the red.
Number 5, Indians don't drink diet.
Number 4, fry bread tastes good.
Number 3, rice cakes taste bad.
Number 2, double chins are in. And the number 1 reason why skins don't eat more healthy?
Emergency munchies.
When I go to a family gathering, there's tons of food on the table, you know, and, you know, your aunt makes her favorite potato salad. Your sisters, or your mom's sister's husband makes the best barbecue ribs. And you're just like, oh man, you just want to dig in.
I tend to go overboard on everything I do, eating, having fun, eating ice cream with my kids. The whole 9 yards, I just kind of go overboard. I love piñons, and I love nuts, and I love all the things they tell you to watch. And the fat on them. I only eat the fat on the pork, and I give the pork to my kids.
I'm a total sugar man, you know what I mean? If I could eat candy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I would.
I was a person who, if they didn't have soda pop in their refrigerator, felt like their kitchen was empty.
We used to go out definitely every week, you know, maybe 3 times out of the week and go get a pizza or hamburgers or whatever.
Boy, I know the challenges of how hard it is to make it a priority to eat well. It's so easy to go to the fast food place and eat, or, you know, grab something that's not quite as healthy for you.
I really feel like, you know, you are what you eat, you are what you say you are, and you are what you do.
Diabetes is a very dangerous disease that people don't realize. You know, the things that can happen by losing your eyesight, getting high blood pressure, bad circulation. You know, they don't realize the things that can go wrong with this disease, and they think when they have it, it's not important, but it is.
I volunteered in the hospital since I was 14, so I've seen the legs cut off, I've seen people lose their eyesight, I've seen everything from diabetes. I come from a family full of, we call ourselves sweet and lows, and my grandma lost her leg, so we had to carry her around, and when she wasn't in a wheelchair, and she had bad cataracts, but they couldn't take out the cataracts because they were afraid that she'd just plain go blind.
Diabetes and all these chronic diseases are a disease of the fork. It's what goes from here to the plate to here. That makes all the difference in the world.
I think I walked around for the past 3 years knowing I had diabetes and all the medical knowledge I have from, you know, just my younger years, and then finding out or knowing I had it but denying that I had it and still indulging in a lot of things. My relatives would ask, you're doing really well, how come you're losing so much weight? Because I knew that I had diabetes when I went from 315 pounds to 250, and my clothes just started getting really, really big on me. My realization of my disease is also, and making the cut-up remarks in the video, is because it's everybody's denial about what we go through. And I think everybody goes through that. Now, after that, the transition that I go through, realizing is basically me realizing what I have and the things I could lose, you know, starting with life, my legs, my eyesight, all of that, and my kidneys, and the whole 9 yards.
I think a lot of people don't know they're fat because we have a very loving culture and a very embracing culture where you really don't feel how fat you are. And I'm being very honest, but I didn't know I was fat. So there were some things that had happened to me that indicated that I was fat. Number one, when I flew in an airplane, I couldn't really fit in the seat. And one time I was riding in a bus while traveling in St. Louis, and this lady sat next to me, and she really poked me in the side, and she said, "Well, you're so fat," is what she said to me. And then another thing was I couldn't really fit in my automobile, and I reached down to push the seat back, and that was as far as it went. And I got out of the truck and I looked and I thought, this is, but you don't really acknowledge those things, you know, you kind of are in denial about it.
There's this theory out there, and it's controversial, but it's out there in Native America concerning why we tend to be heavier than other populations, and why we have the obesity and the heart disease and the diabetes. And it's called the thrifty gene theory. I buy into that theory. I believe that the Creator blessed us with the metabolism that we have. We're very fat or energy efficient. And what helped us to survive for thousands of years is the way we evolved, because we had to deal with feast, famine, feast, famine. And those that survived were the ones that became the most efficient with energy, with the food that they took in. And that allowed us to survive during famine. But now we're in constant feast. And not only that, we don't have to work for any of that food anymore. We don't have to work for our homes, for our food, for anything. Not that, not physically anyway. And we're not the only ones that are facing that challenge. It's Aboriginal people all over the world are facing the exact same challenges, because everybody's lifestyles are changing. Everybody's eating, the packaged foods, throw it in the microwave, go to the fast food joint, high fat, high salt, high sugar food. And it's affecting everybody in the same way. It's killing us.
When people sit there and say, well, throughout this whole video, they've been, in the making of this video, they've always said, wow, you have this, you are unlike any other Navajo, or you're unlike any Indian. And I sit there and I say, well, I'm the Indian of old. Those people exercised all the time, because of the fact that they didn't have vehicles back then. They walked, they worked hard a lot, and I like to look back, at my ancestors and say, that those guys had it tough, had it rough. And I want to be like them, mentally and physically strong like them.
In Navajo, we have a philosophy that you should live to 102. And my great-grandmother lived to 103. And the week before she died, she was still walking with her cane. She was still happy, and she was still smiling. And she, I would say, is my role model. Some people want to be successful in Hollywood or Madison Avenue or wherever on Wall Street. I want to be a happy, healthy, energetic old woman at 100 years old. For the past 3 years, I have been doing a lot of exercising, and I've been changing a lot of bad habits that I had developed over a period of time in my life. And just in my family, there is a history of diabetes, and I knew for a fact that I had a 50% chance of getting diabetes if I didn't do anything about it. The first thing I did was get rid of soda pop. A very close individual to me went on dialysis, and while she was going through the process of dialysis, her filter was popping. And I asked the nurse, I said, why is her filter popping? And the nurse said, she probably drank a lot of carbonated drinks. And soda has a lot of carbon in it. And I looked at her and I said, is this just something that happens to a dialysis person? And she goes, no. She says, our bodies, even a healthy individual, cannot digest carbonated water. And so it shoots like BBs through your kidneys. And that was a real wake-up call for me. And I'm like, whoa, for myself, for my work, for my family, for my own environment in which I live in, I want to be healthier.
We can't change automatically overnight going from junk food to health food. I mean, I think we have to take it slowly. And that's like the main thing that people are afraid of is like, oh man, we got to start exercising. So that means tomorrow I got to start running 5 miles. I got to start eating healthy and I got to stop sitting on the couch flipping the channels, you know. Go into it slowly, learn it, understand it, and then live it. You know, I mean, one of the quotes I've heard now to this point is, you don't live to eat, you eat to live. The least I could do is watch what I put in my mouth. You know, something that's not filled with too many carbs, something that's you know, that's healthy. You know, I think if I eat more healthy stuff than bad stuff, I'll be all right as long as I can burn it off.
I no longer fry, for one thing. If I do fry, I have to. I try to use like vegetable oil or some of the canola oil, I believe it is, you know. But I've been using the oven a lot. Bacon, you know, I bake fish, beef, just whatever I have to cook. I try to either bake it or boil it if it's pasta, you know. But I'm trying to totally get away from frying things up.
I made some changes in my eating habits and also my exercise. It's just been recently that I took it seriously for myself. And a lot of people, not only at work, at home, and even in the community, has seen me change. So I was really honored to be known that I actually made a change and be recognized for it, and know that I want to continue it regardless. This is not just because I did Aerobics means I'm going to stop. It's something I'm going to do and make a change that will cause me to make it a habit. And I find it to be more, I take it seriously now because having done Aerobics, you know it's about diabetes, and you see that those are the two preventative things that you can do. You can change your eating habit, and you can change your exercise, and that's one of the ways you can prevent diabetes. So there's one thing I change, so I know that I'm preventing myself from diabetes.
When I look at my body as a high performance, you know, vehicle, you know, I'm really cautious of what I put into it. You know, there's no point in having a really nice vehicle and putting in bad fuel in it because it's not going to perform like you want it to.
You can still lose weight and stay on a healthy eating plan if you eat fast, like at fast food. Instead of the French fries, eat the baked potato. You know, instead of having all those sauces and dips and dressings and gravies, always ask for it on the side. And if I go into any restaurant, I always drink an entire glass of water at the restaurant before I eat my meals.
I buy chicken, skinless chicken. I used to, you know, get Kentucky Fried Chicken, you know, and all that fast food stuff, and thinking it's better than other things, but it's not, you know. So now I buy skinless chicken, I bake that, or I make fajitas, that type of thing with a lot of vegetables, saute them up, and cook like fish. I never used to be a fish eater, but I am now.
I don't eat out very much, to be honest. I mean, only if I really have to. I eat a lot at home, so I make my own meals at home. It's hard to go into a restaurant. I try to find places that I can eat, you know, the way I would like to eat. So I end up going to Chinese restaurants a lot. Chinese restaurants and salad bars are my two favorite places.
What eat just enough to me means I'm gonna starve. I can't just eat enough. I gotta eat the whole table. I gotta eat off your plate, my plate, and their plate. That's how I am. Look at me, I'm a big guy now.
No seconds. To eat just enough, it means no seconds.
Eating just enough to me is learning to push the food away after you've had it, you know, till you had enough. When you feel like your body's had enough. Your stomach will tell you, hey, that's it, no more, no more. It's had enough.
What does it mean to eat just enough? Just know I've never lived my life like that. I've always, people say I've had a steak. Well, I eat portions of cow. Okay. Somebody has French fries, and I buy 2 supersized fries. Somebody leaves a half-empty plate, and I finish it.
I guess one serving is eating just enough for me.
My mother has diabetes. She was diagnosed with diabetes a couple of years ago, or about 3 or 4 years ago. And when she found out, she changed her diet, and tried to exercise more. She lost a lot of weight. I supported my mom by trying to stick to her diet by cooking. My mother lives alone. My father had passed away in 91, so I always cook, and then I invite her up. So I had to change my cooking habits to, supply her with her diet needs. And then we learned how to eat, like, more salads, stuff like that, and low fat, no sugar. It was a hard change to make, but we made that transition.
My mom's sister has diabetes. I just want her to be able to live a life that is less painful, to her, and more enjoyable. And I think that if I were to, when I do talk to her, I want to tell her those things and say, eat correctly, exercise. And if she would like to, I know that I would walk with her. I would help her. And I'd say, Auntie, let's go for a little cruise. Take her maybe to, I don't know, for example, maybe the mall and just walk around it. Maybe go window shopping just to make her move. I think that'll be cool.
My support system is my wife and my kids, because that's all I've ever believed in. And I do the cooking at home, but a lot of times I cook for people who are not sick with diabetes, but I still cook for them, and I know how it is going to be later on down the road if they keep eating the stuff I cook. So it's really difficult, because we all like to take our tortilla and, not one tortilla, but like 3 tortillas, and we have our green chili chopped up in the grease from the pork chops, and we'll dip it, and we'll all sit around that same iron skillet and go, oh, this is so good, all the good stuff's in the fat. So I have to be aware, and little at a time, my wife encourages me a lot, and my kids do the same thing. Dad, you don't need that extra soda pop, you don't need. So I've changed little by little, food habits, everything, even trying to making an effort to walk and exercise, just move.
I think I'm really blessed that my mom, always cooked healthy meals when I was growing up. And my parents were overall pretty healthy, real active. We didn't have a lot of desserts in the house. We ate a lot of fruit. I remember there was always a lot of fruits and vegetables in the house growing up. So I think it initially comes from the influence of how I grew up with my own family.
My kids are, candy lovers and pop lovers, and that was part of my fault. I used to drink a lot of pop and eat sweets, But since working on these diabetes projects, I've cut out a lot of that. Like let's say, probably 80% of my, sugar intake, whatever, and try to switch over to using sweet and low or natural sweeteners. And then I tell my kids, the same thing. Okay, it's better to, instead of a pop, hey, Dad, can I have a pop? No, why don't you have some juice, or I'll substitute it for something healthy, And they're catching on slowly, and they don't. It was hard at first, but they know what's up now.
I have a 4-year-old son, and he hears me say a lot, no pop, you can't have any pop, no candy, you can't have any candy. He probably thinks Mom's just a big bummer because I don't let him have what every other kid gets to have, And then now he's learning, okay, I say, how come you can't have pop, son? And he says, because it gives me diabetes. I don't want to get diabetes. So I'm programming him early.
I work with health promotion in Sherpa and collecting data and seeing how fit the kids are on the Navajo Nation. I've been doing this study for 2 years, and I found that the kids are not as healthy, mainly because the schools don't provide enough physical activity for the kids. So far, we tested over 30,000 kids, and it's been neat to see them take it serious, or the fact that they see that we're interested in their health and that we want them to see them being fit.
It doesn't hurt to be healthy. It doesn't hurt to be in shape. It may hurt a little bit to exercise, but that's the whole point of this video. Getting off the couch, stop being a couch potato, getting out there, walking for a few minutes a day, you know, on a daily basis, you know, I mean, that it could change your life, you know, and it could save your life.
I think that we just really need to focus our own lives in a more positive direction. What my grandmother probably taught me was that you only have one opportunity to live that moment. You can never go back and do it over again. And so that's how I look at it now.
Your body's built for performance, mentally and physically. You can always grow mentally. You know, you can make the most amount of everything. You know, like, you know, what you put in your mind, what you think, you know, what you put in your body, and how you treat it.
If people would start moving and eating better than they do now, they're going to, at the least, change the quality of their life. That's at the least. At the most, they could save their life.
You know? This is not Res Robics.
Okay. Ready? Yep.
This is not Res Robics.
Right again. Sun's coming back out. We'll watch a little sun. Ready? And action.
Isn't there such thing as Indian aerobics?
Do your cleavage.
I actually have one.
Can you do like Reggie can?
Like what?
Reggie, eat your heart up.
Women love them. If your hands are busy on the rest of her, you just use your elbow. You scratch your back.
Welcome to Res Robics. Oh, sorry.
Look at camera.
Don't stop, don't give up, keep at it.
Keep at it. Come on. We hope you've had as much fun as we did, and we hope you continue exercising along with this video.
If you do...
Oh, man, I just made an ugly face there. We hope you've had as much fun
We hope you've had as much fun to this video. We hope you've had as much fun.
Go, girl. Do your Southern straight.
Yeah. Oh, I like you. Let's see you do it. Yeah. Southern straight. Swing that otter tail.
That's it. Make that coyote tail swing.
You can like adjust my arm.
Today I put my clothes on backwards and inside.
Smell the speed in this room. Go ahead. It's a group home. It's all good. I know y'all feel it up there. Just remember, right bread between each set, give you the energy, the carbohydrates, and the grease just slides right down and right out your pores. Keep it going, girlfriend. We'll get right back to after these messages, all right? Peace.
So can you get some cutaways from here? Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, got 2 more takes. Kurt, you can use this.
My mic is going down my
As a diabetic, I feel that I want to give something back to the Native American communities and need to be educated about the dreadfulness of this disease. And in fact, I recorded a record to raise funds to donate back to the ADA, in turn to be channeled down to the Native American program called Awakening the Spirit, which is the ADA program for the Native American diabetes onset. And the profits from this recording will be put back into that program. It's human nature, when you first get diagnosed with any disease, whether it be diabetes or whatever it might be, that, first thing that you say to yourself is, why me? Well, why not you? You know, because we can all say the same thing, those of us that have diabetes, but it's just that we're, a lot of times we focus too much on just ourselves and do not realize that, you know, that it's not just us that has diabetes, it's thousands and thousands, in fact millions of other people that are in the same boat that we are. I heard recently that 16 million people in this country have diabetes, and 5 million of them do not even know it. This is very frightening. This is very frightening. And I think a lot of them that have diabetes are in denial. They don't want to face the fact that they have diabetes. Basically, I was forced to change the way that I eat because I didn't like feeling the way that I felt when I ate the wrong foods. No one knows your body like you know your body. You know when you're eating something that makes you feel a certain way. That means just don't eat it. I've just learned to be almost like a goat man. You know what I'm saying? You eat the greens, you know. But it's something that our ancestors ate before. You know, we ate the meat and the vegetables before. Before there was fast foods restaurants, before there was, you know, all that stuff. I mean, we had a diet of vegetables that we grew and wild game that we would hunt and fish and stuff, and we were healthy people. This disease takes no prisoners, but yet you can win. You can win this game. And it starts with exercise. But there has to be a happy medium in your life where exercise won't be a chore. Obviously, if you've never done it, it's going to be a chore in the beginning, but you just have to look at it as a way of giving you a better lifestyle, a better feeling, a better health, a better clean bill of health, I should say. Without the exercise, you don't stand a chance with diabetes. You know, there's nothing like a good sweat to make you feel good, you know. So, but that's one thing that doesn't cost anything to do. Exercise is free. You kind of build a shield that the diabetes bounces off of because, you know, it's kind of like wearing padding when you're playing football. Basically, you have to approach this disease the same as if you were in a game because you have to have that mentality, the same mentality that a winning athlete has to be victorious, you know, over that team. And in this case, to be victorious over diabetes. Besides the exercise, the spiritual aspect of my life is very important. And, you know, I wake up in the morning, every morning, and before I do anything, I pray and I meditate, you know, and, you know, I don't depend on myself. You know, I depend on a being far more superior than me to give me that strength that I need to make it through each day, one day at a time. See, these are all part of your game plan. This is all part of the plan. It's part of being a coach with your body, you know, is you got to send in the right plays at the right time, you know, and the right substitutions and stuff. And so this is what I've learned to do in battling this disease. We need to think of the generations to come. The children deserve to have a healthy life. The children deserve, you know, to be able to have a productive life free from this disease. But they won't unless they're programmed now. It starts when you're a child. If diabetes runs in your family, then you have to make sure that your children from a young age are programmed on how they eat and exercise and different things that will make them more productive as they grow into adulthood. Because the children are the future leaders of tomorrow, and all we're giving them is a death sentence. We think, you know, back about our ancestors and the wars and the brutalities that happened amongst the
tribes and all the things, but yet we're doing the same thing to ourselves now with diabetes. It's a new war, it's a new frontier. It can annihilate all Indian nations at a rapid pace. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or that I've got all the answers. I just know what works for me. And I just know that I had to make changes in my lifestyle because I want to live. And I want to live healthy. And I want to feel healthy. And I want to be able to do the things that other people do, that other healthy people do.